Nima's axes strike true.
And I would like to shift. Did I shift? No, not there.
There you go.
There we go.
Because he's dazed, in fact, you don't even have to shift, you can move without provoking an opportunity attack.
Oh. Hmm. Ah, this is so difficult. There we go.
The robed man draws near before attacking Nima with the Memory Ripper. But Nima fights off the Psychic Onslaught. Coltane.
Goldane's going to use a basic melee attack against the Warped Goblin. That's a critical hit for 24 damage.
Coltane tears into the goblin viciously, nearly decapitating it. It's got blood fountaining out of this huge gash in its neck.
Then he'll use an action point and use another basic melee attack against the Warped Goblin. Ooh, that's not so good. That's only an 18.
The goblin brings up his axe and parries. Round 6, Wintier.
Ay. Nowhere to shift to that can hit him. Well, maybe just point blank. Yeah, point blank.
So he's
Bull
going...
strike?
Well, I mean, there's no. The shot gets reduced because he definitely has cover if I'm on one of the spaces next to Rect. And I do have a +2 against opportunity attacks to my AC, which is what I will be granting when I attack him. So yeah, twin strike.
The goblin's axe comes down on Wintier. Wintier dodges.
And sends him in.
And does him in.
20 for 10, 22 for 11. Bonus 3.
The corpse twitches.
With 2 arrows through the skull, the corpse collapses.
Winter shakes the mark off. Markov, why are you so bad at hockey? Actually, I think Markov is alright. I can't remember. I don't follow that well. And I have a move, don't I? So I'll move down to get a better view. Oh my goodness! And he goes back up.
The warder pulls his axe out of the ceiling and brings it down on Nima.
Can I do the thing, or is it shake? Did he shake it off?
It happens after the attack, right?
Yes.
So yes, the axe comes down, bites Nima for 16 damage. Nima gets to retaliate.
Is he still dazed?
He is not.
Okay. So that's a miss with a hit of 16.
And the warder then shakes off the effects of Nima's fate link.
We're having a good time.
Corvus.
Chorus moves into view. And sends in the bees. No, they're biting. Sends in the hornets that actually bite you. To the Minotaur. And he doesn't send them very well with a 14.
They get distracted by the corpse along the way. Try checking it for honey.
For secrets?
Wrecked.
Rect moves down to the line of looking at people. Yeah. And he uses Astral Seal on the Bronze Warder. That's a 30 versus Reflex.
He paints the target. This robed man hurls a shock bolt at Nima. She dodges. Nima's up.
Alrighty. Nima will continue to use, or attempt to use, Bond of Pursuit. So that's a miss, or maybe not, I don't know, 23 with a hit of 10.
Thanks to Wrecked lighting the way, Nima's blow lands.
And she heals 5 hit points.
Nima back up to 41 out of 60. This robed man throws a shock bolt at Nima. And this time, the elf also dodges. Coltane.
Coltane moves around to the south, avoiding the Bronze Warder, and then charges the robed man. And that's just a 20 for 12 damage.
Coltane strikes true. Round 7. Wintier.
Okay, Winter steps down. Marks his quarry. And says nothing. But he twin strikes the Minotaur.
That's a strange thing to say.
Th 26 for 9, 24 for 11. Bonus 2.
Both of Wintier's arrows strike true. Both are only half effective, so effectively he is struck true with one arrow. The warder continues its assault on Nima. And chops into her for 12 damage. Corvus.
Send in the swarm! Nope, that's an 11.
The swarm is, calling in a sick day. Wrecked.
Wrecked uses Astral Seal on the Bronze Warder. And finally fails. He was doing pretty good. 13. He uses an action point. Unfortunately, since he can't see Coltane, he doesn't get hit points.
Oh, that's mean.
And he tries Astral Seal again. That's a 30 versus Reflex.
Wrecked continues to do his job, making the warder easier to strike. This robed man hurls a shock bolt at Coltane, striking him in the face for 11 damage. Coltane is slowed until the end of his next turn. Coltane down to 21 out of 55. The robed man then disappears around the corner. Nima.
Sorry. Okay, Nima will use Bond of Pursuit. So that's an 18 and a 17 with a hit of 13.
Nima misses. The robed man hurls another shock bolt at Nima. The elf dodges once more. Coltane. Coltane?
Coltane could only move 2, but that's the minimum required for a charge. That's what he does. Charges the bronze warder. That's a 26 for 17 damage.
Soul Harvest pierces itself into the bronze warder. Or rather, Coltane pierces it. Tearing a big gash into the bronze. The statue's taking a lot of punishment now. It's got gashes all over the place, dents. Round 8, Wintier.
Twin strike. It's a 15 and an 18, which I assume miss.
Twin misses, yes.
Don't we all dream of twin misses? Eh?
Unrelenting, the bronze warder continues its assault on Nima. Chops into the elf for 14 damage.
Was it a crit?
It was not a crit, unfortunately, no. It wasn't even close.
So. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nima down to 15 out of 60. Corvus.
Send in the swarm. 26 for 10.
The swarm bites true.
No, the Minotaur! Oh, I should have specified.
I've actually... I know a guy who... He was in the military, well that's irrelevant, but his last name is True, so... That's the relevant part of this anecdote.
Our brother bought an airsoft gun off a guy called True Lie.
No way that's the real name, he must have changed it.
Nope, I believe it's his real name.
So yes, the bugs hit.
And the penalty applies.
That it does. Wrecked.
Rect is gonna use Sacred Flame against the bronze warder. And he would have dazed himself, and he dazes himself anyway with a fumble.
No, he would have stunned himself, so this is actually a better outcome.
I don't remember the difference.
Stun is far worse. You can't do anything, you lose a whole turn.
Yeah, well, that's it for him.
The robed man comes back around the corner and hurls another shock bolt at Coltane. Coltane dodges it this time. Nima.
Okay. Should Nima take a potion? Or should she just...
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't take a potion. Coltane says, Nima, I'ma help you soon.
Oh, okay.
Amma.
Right. Well,
I'ma let you take that potion. But first...
Yo dog, I heard you like potions.
First she will miss with Bond of Pursuit, which would have had a hit of 14 damage.
Indeed, Nima
And
misses.
that's an 18.
A shock bolt comes at Nima, and this time she does not dodge. It strikes her for 9 damage, and she is slowed. Nima down to 6 out of 60. Coltane.
Coltane uses Inspiring Word on Nima. He says inspiring things. Also, you get a bonus 1 because you're within like 3 or 5 of wrecked. His Belt of Sacrifice is still useful.
It's just not useful to him. Nima back up to 26 out of 60.
And oh, that's actually kind of useless. Well, we'll try anyway. He's using Stand the Fallen on the Bronze Warder. Despite the fact Winter and Rekt have no healing surges, Corvus is at max health, and Nima is the only one who can benefit from it. And he fumbles. For 31 damage.
Wait.
Ouch. At least the effect still applies.
No. Wait.
Someone's using Channel Divinity.
Yes.
It does allow you to use either result though, so you can still use that fumble if you'd like to.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, I'll take the critical hit instead.
Hi-yo.
Such polar rolls.
And if I get the critical, does that mean that it supersedes the old damage?
Yeah,
Since it's
absolutely.
now a critical?
Yeah, critical
So-
always. Yeah.
Alright, so that's a critical hit for 43 damage. Thank you, Nima. And since this is for you, you can spend Healing Surge and gain a bonus 4 hit points.
Coltane charges forward with a flurry of attacks, slashing at the Bronze Warder again and again. As he finishes this flourish of attacks, the Warder stands there for a moment before falling to pieces, dismembered.
And, yeah. Then Coltane's gonna move forward and get in the face of the rope man in the other room.
Nima back up to 45 hit points. Round 8 ends, round 9 begins, Wintier is up.
Well, I guess my new quarry is that fella. Robed man. No need to move, only need to twin strike. 28 for 9, 20 for 12, bonus 2.
Both arrows land. The man grunts in pain. Corvus.
What's Corvus's range? Ah, that's no problem. Send in the swarm! I said send in the swarm! No, let's hold on to the swarm. That's a 13.
The swarm finds the Minotaur statue, remains too exciting, and goes in, maybe thinking about building a nest in there.
Maybe the swarm can't tell the difference between a animated bronze warrior statue and an unanimated bronze warrior statue.
There you go, they're still attacking, yes. Rect is up.
Rect uses Sacred Flame on the robed man he can see. And that's a 16 versus reflex.
Remember how at the beginning of the campaign we used to always try and offer surrender? Now we just...
Well, in this case it's a Minotaur statue and a crazy monster dude.
And I tried talking to these guys. They just sort of said nothing useful. I think they snarled at me. These robed people, they all look the same.
So Rect misses with his Sacred Flame. This robed man throws another shock bolt at Nima, striking the elf 8 damage, and she's slowed again.
I've got a question about slow. If there's something that allows me to shift, can I shift and not be slowed? If I can shift more than 2 squares?
So is the question, if you can shift more than 2 squares, can you if you're slowed? Is that the question?
Yes.
This speed applies to all your movement modes. So yes, it would apply to a shift.
How annoying.
And Nima's up.
Wait, so how much damage was that?
That was 8 damage. Nima down to 38. 37 out of 60.
Alright, Nima will move forwards 2 squares. That would not be 2 squares. Yeah, there's that. Okay. Can she shift past Coltane?
She can shift through his square, if that's the question. But
yeah.
This guy does have a dagger out. I believe it's a dagger. Yes, a dagger.
Okay, so from here she will use Angelic Alacrity, which allows her to, before the attack, shift 5 squares, I think? Yeah. Which is only 2, I think.
And just because there's some splaining to do here now that I've updated the vision, this is